As the concept of urban mobility gains momentum, bike manufacturers are harnessing the world's best industrial designers to reinvent locomotion on two wheels. Bike culture has evolved into a philosophical lifestyle where style and substance have converged, to such an extent that the most recent London Design Festival staged a special focus dedicated to bike design.
Designers and the creative community find inspiration in different industries and surprising places, and they love to discover and make their own transfer using their own imagination. Creative promiscuity is innate in all of us, and only recently have people gone, it's okay to make a really beautiful bike.
Copenhagen, the friendliest cycling city in Europe, is home to Biomega, one of the first companies to understand the emotional connection between the consumer and their bike. Calling in star designers such as Mark Newson and Ross Lovegrove, they coined the phrase "furniture as locomotion."
Bicycles need to go through this cultural transformation. They need to be expressions of who we are. In order to counter the design instruments of the car, they need to be very iconic.
I think Biomega is a really interesting proposition because it almost approaches bike design from a furniture aesthetic, from a starting point of beauty and simplicity being required, and elegance. If it's not elegant, then it shouldn't exist. And could it have come out of somewhere else other than Copenhagen, which has this kind of massive legacy in bicycle culture? I feel like it could, and they're quite an international brand. But there's a uniqueness to its story that it is coming out of Copenhagen, and I like that in its founder.
In Asia, some cities are more bike-friendly than others, but the market for sophisticated design and trend-setting innovation is high. Giant, one of the world's biggest bike manufacturers, called in the services of Hong Kong-based product designer Michael Young to create the iconic City Speed.
I was hoping to engage the consumer really with the use of design. One of the important aspects of this project was they wanted me to exploit the facilities in the factory, try and push their equipment one stage further forward. So things like this crossbar, although I guess a lot of bike fanatics might go, ooh, that looks a bit intimidating, is actually not in the slightest. And even putting really beautiful details into the front forks. Again, this sort of technology it's extremely complex to do these things, but it generally, by investing in these sort of qualities, you protect the bike from imitation. It is a fairly style bike, but not out of vanity, purely born out of me playing with their machines and seeing what I could do with them and pushing them. It's not just the consumer I care about, it's the whole process.
As city planners work to create bike-friendly metropolises, more and more manufacturers are using design as a means of investing in their brand.
The more we've mined into what's going on in and around the world of bicycle design, and the more we've discovered the crossover between, the inspiration, materials and aesthetics and design that is happening all through bike culture.
These days, pedal power is as much about attitude as it is about locomotion. For Monocle, I'm Sarah Baumann.